Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into the channel today. I'm your host, Don Nichols. Welcome to Felon2Felon. Well, we got a great video today that we're going to shoot. I think you guys will like this. I know I like it. It's a topic that we all need to explore and learn more about and talk about, and really just face it head on for all of us. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and let's get to it. Today's topic is 6 reasons that felons need to return to school. And I might even give you 4 extra tips at the bottom of the video. So let's get started. Hi, how you guys doing today? You guys sitting back, enjoying your life? Are you making money? Are you working at that job that you want to work right now? Are you supporting your family? What all type of things are you doing to advance your career and you see yourself at in the next 10 or 5 years? Do you see yourself buying a house, purchasing a new car, or purchasing a two flat, something that can give you longevity and residual income? Something that you can sit back and relax when you become 65, 70 years old. If you plan to live that long, which I hope you do, is yours to grab onto, and it's your life to hold on to and survive. But we're going to talk about one important factor into becoming that successful person that you're aiming to become, and that is school. I know that a lot of felons tend to not have completed high school, not have ever gone to college. If you have, then I applaud you, and I think that you're already on track. And if you haven't, that's what we're going to talk about today, the importance of education in school. All right. Everyone knows what school is. You got high school, you got college. But do you know, if you've never gone, then you've never had the experience? You've never been able to experience what it's like to go to college, what it's like to be a student, what it's like to go to class. And a lot of factors not only pertain to you, but they pertain to me as well. Because I didn't go to college. I just now recently returned. And that's why I'm making this video, because I think there's a lot of points that I need to point out to you that you may have overlooked by just not never have gone to school. So I that's what I address. That's what I want to do today. I want to point out all of the things that you might don't know about that you're missing out on just because you haven't gone. And hopefully, after I point these things out, I can encourage you to at least go and enroll and see what all that you can get from school, because that's one of the things that I want to point out today is school gives away. I'm in the city of Chicago, and I'm talking about the city colleges. They give out a lot of stuff. They give out tremendous a lot of stuff. Not only money, and in school, it's not just for females. I know a lot. That's what I tended to do. I'm 39 years old now, but I I pride myself because in through my time with coming up and being raised and growing up, I had with the women that I was involved with, my girlfriends, my significant others. I pride myself for I put one, two, three. I put 4 females that I know that I was associated with through college. I don't mean I paid their way. I mean I gave them the mindset. I made sure that they went and enrolled. I drove them to the school. First, I had to pump them up, and that was my mentality that, I was good at making money. So I didn't really need school because I thought that, school was pointless, and I was already making good money. I was a truck driver. So what did I need anything more when I'm making thousands of dollars a week? But I'm gonna tell you what I found out. But yeah, so I used to give the girls the right mentality, the right mindset. I push them to do something. One reason was because I simply want them to be active while I was gone on the truck. I didn't want, an idle mind. I didn't want them to be sitting back and too idle with nothing to do, because that makes them, want to call you all the time and bother you and bug you. So I wanted to, being selfish of me, I wanted to get them busy so that I can, tend like kind of do my own thing, if you know what I mean. But that's on another video, if you know what I mean. At the same time, I pushed them, gave them the mindset, took them to school, made them sign up, had helped them, gave them laptops and stuff, and showed them a couple of tips and tricks on how to do the homework, which I'm going to show you today too. So I pride myself for getting 4 women, my significant others, into class, into school, into college. I got 2 into medical school, one took some type of criminal class, and then the other one, actually, it was only three because the other one, she attended school, but me and her split up, and I didn't see her finish, and I don't think she finished neither. But that's neither here or there. We're going to talk today about school, its importance, this whole education mindset, and I appreciate you from rocking with me. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You know how YouTube goes, but let's get into it. Education. School provides formal education, equipping students with knowledge and skills needed to further careers and personal growth. Skills, education. School is education based. You learn how to talk mature. You learn things that you didn't know. Like personally, I've never been a good reader. I've never been a good speller. I was, math is math. You can use a calculator, but I didn't know the fancy equations, the algebra, because I didn't go to school, guys. I went to a freshman year of being a freshman in high school, and then I got locked up, and I got my GED in jail. So I never got out. I got a job. I never went back to school. So these are things that I just overlooked, and I didn't take. I didn't see any. I didn't take them seriously, knowing how to write a good sentence. It was guys that was in prison. Guys, I'm not saying just because you're a felon or you went to jail that you don't know these things. I know I did, and I know there's other people out there like me that struggle in these subjects and these materials that can take away, can learn from what I'm saying. So school, it shows you just the basics of what it is to be in society. Because if you don't know, this is one of the biggest things out here. What you don't know can harm you and ultimately hurt you and maybe even kill you. So you don't know what everybody else around you knows, and that's your burden. That's what's holding you back. That's why you can't do certain things. You might be good, it might be charismatic, you might have a really advanced personality that gets you a lot of ways through life, and that might be because you didn't get any school, and you know that you need to lean from time to time on your peers. You might need to lean on someone to write a letter for you, to build you a resume, write a job application. If you're not good in these things, check your spelling, check your grammar. If you're not good in these things, then you might have had to ask a lot. And if no one's around, if no one's there, that's a hindrance and that's an excuse, and that stops you a hope from moving forward. So school educates you, brings you up to what other people are they know, so that you can do things. Because I think it's great that people are able to make websites. This stuff is simple. I taught myself. That's how simple it is, and I don't have any background. So what I'm saying is just the fact that there's things that you and I can do, because I know you're a hustler. I know you got the drive and the mentality to do it. You can have businesses established and running that are not hard. I started two businesses, a trucking company, and I started like a nonprofit. But these are things that I probably personally wouldn't reach out to do because it's paperwork involved. That means spelling. That means going into places of business, talking business like, and meeting, greeting people, and coercing with them. These are things that I was a little bit put off to do because I knew where I stood in education. I can't use the big words. I can't spell. I can barely, I can function. That's why I always did things like trucking, things that were hands-on, carpentry. But the next level is 10 years from now when I'm 40, 50, 60 years old. Do I still want to be trucking and doing hands-on work? Or would I like to be sitting somewhere on my butt where I can make the same amount of $100,000 a year answering a phone or typing an email or accounting or something that that I can use my work smart and not work hard. I know you've heard that one before. Next, social skills. It offers opportunities for social interactions, helping students develop crucial social skills, network, and friendships. And this is dynamic that we network. If you're a business person, if you came from the street or you know anything, you got to get out there and put your name out there. You got to network. It's not what you know, sometimes it's who you know. And sometimes it's what you know and who you know. It's all about networking and your social skills. I used to lean on women. I used to, if I wanted to get into a neighborhood to do my thing, I, holler at a chick, get her number, find out, get into her spot, and then I do my thing like that. That was my mind was at, and that's as far as my networking went. I'm messing with these chicks. I'm opening up their spots, and I'm calling that networking. But I was never meeting anyone who, like gentlemen, like that was one. I never met a lot of people that was on the level I was. I was on a high level, far as getting money and advancing. I was buying real estate. I was doing a lot of good things that was not of the street. Now I'm not talking all of the street. Some of this stuff is just me being when I was young, and some of this stuff is when I started making money. I just didn't have the right social group. I was making money, but I had people around me that were under me, if you understand what I'm saying. I didn't have anybody on my level. So school allows you to get in the door with people that are not only on your level but are ahead of you. And that is so important, that you surround yourself with people that are better than you so that they pull you up. If you only got people that's less than you or near where you're at, how can you two grow each other? How can you grow each other? If you got people that's always less than you and you're like the head guy, they're gaining access and they're coming up because they're watching you. How are you coming up? So that's why I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos. That was my personal way of getting into the educated people's mind. I had to go on YouTube because I didn't necessarily have a group of friends that were of the educated peers or type or class, if that makes any sense. So social skills is very important. Moving on, we have critical thinking. Critical thinking. School encourages critical thinking and problem solving, fostering intellectual development. What does all this mean? It just means that school gives you another way of thinking about the world. Say how I was just describing to you earlier with the social skills aspect, that I had to watch YouTube videos and I had lesser people around me. Well, critical thinking, school gives you critical thinking, ways to think outside the box. So I was thinking on the right track of reaching out YouTube videos, trying to imitate people who, had YouTube channels that was intelligent. They knew how to work with editing equipment, video equipment. They knew how to write scripts. They knew how to write blogs. They knew how to research the material that they were presenting, or they were already a guru. So I had the right idea in looking in the right direction. That was up. But critical thinking can, school and with the critical thinking can give me other dynamic ways to look at the world. So now I can start to go to speeches at colleges, and then it tells you, go to a speech. That's where the smart people at. Now I can start to go to nonprofit organizations and volunteer my time. That's where the smart people at. Now I can start to just go into the community and watch the news and be aware and acute to things that I might want to one day be a part of. So thinking critical, it can give you a school can give you a new mindset that you couldn't get in on your own. It give you a mindset that you could not get on your own, that you can't get this type of way of thinking, this revelation, this new knowledge, this new way of seeing the world and seeing certain things in your life, where you're going right at, where you're going wrong at. These type of new technologies that's coming out, it just gives you a new way to see things that you just couldn't get and do on your own. And that is very, very important for me. And I think that that would be important for you too. Career opportunities. A good education opens up more career opportunities and job prospects. Career opportunities. So you can't, I'll tell you one thing. That's one thing that I wanted to mention and expose you to. I'll go to Olive Harvey here in the state of Chicago, in the city of Chicago, which is a city college. They provide you with a student email, and they provide you with so much more that I think I'll run down at the end of the video. If you stay that long, I'll tell you all of these free resources that I love from these schools that you probably didn't know about. But career opportunities, they give you this email, like I was saying, and they send you through the semester so many emails about job fairs, things the school is doing, things the neighborhood is doing, things that the holidays it is, if it's Hispanic Day. They give you so much information. But one of the things that I'm starting to see and love is that they present um, jobs to you that are available, but somehow the school gets a pool of these jobs. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. One of the jobs that just came through my email was for to be a data entry program from Northwestern. Northwestern is a college, is a hospital too, but it was working apprenticeship data processor working with spreadsheets. Now this is something that I probably would never grasp to or see, but by being in school and getting this email, I was able to fill out like respond to the email and follow the prompts. And the school, so the email, the job requires you to submit a resume and submit a cover letter. The school bef- Now that was the actual position. The school response was, if you like this position and you want to get it, call us, contact them, and they set up a way that I could make a good resume. And not only people might already have a good resume. If you don't, it's a lot of places that you can go and get resume help, but they also helped me make a cover letter. I knew how to kind of piece together a decent resume, and I had a halfway decent one, but they helped me advance it, and they helped me to get that cover letter down pat, which I was not that savvy with. But now I have it. I have one ready, and cover letters you can use when you make them one time. They're reusable. You can just change the name of the job. So cover letters are like, it's like a summary of your resume. It's basically a summary of your resume, except it's in Word, like a paragraph form. You know how your resume is like boom, 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 boom. Well, the cover letter is just like like you're talking it like a paragraph, like you wrote what all was on the resume, except putting it in that format, if you know what I'm saying. And it has at the beginning, it has an area where you put down the name of the position you want, so it makes it look like it's custom for that job. So when you want to reuse your cover letter, you just fill in, you just copy and paste the job that you want. So if you're going to Home Depot, then you're going for McDonald's, then you're going for any job, it's an easy copy and paste, and that's what a cover letter can do for you. And they take you more serious, and they love that stuff. So I actually did get approved to go to the next level of the hiring process, all because I reached out. First, they sent me the job. Then I reached out and got my credentials all put together, the cover letter and resume, and and that opens up the door to get into a white collar position. White collar position, not blue collar. Blue collar is like manufacturing industry, truck driving is kind of blue collar. But when you start to work inside of like human resources department, or you have a cubicle or anything management or something like that, that's a white collar job. And those are the jobs that we overlook and we don't think we're good enough for. So school prepares you for career opportunities, not jobs. You see how I use the word career. And I hope that you're taking this to heart, because this is stuff that we need to man up and people needs to talk about and really give you guys some one-on-one advice about. And this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to get you guys some one-on-one advice, man to man, brother to brother, sister to sister. So brother to sister, whatever. Women are not excluded from this either. I hope if it's a female watching, I hope that you're enjoying this and that you're taking notes and that this material is suitable for you also. Personal development. Schools helps students discover their interests and talents, fostering personal growth and self-awareness. Personal development. So everything that I'm talking about today, you can see what personal development looks like. So you might think that I'm coming from where you was. We talk slang, we still curse, we still deal certain things with certain people, and we just, we were kind of scared because there's a lot of things that we didn't learn, and so many people are so advanced, and we don't want to put ourselves out there. And when we do put ourselves out there, we struggle because we can't do all of the things that other people can do. So school helps you with all of that, helps you with that personal development of yourself. You can get out of the stage. Look at me. You can get out of the stage of where you're at and walk. Another thing, this is just a side note, life advice and note. Be different. Don't be like everybody else. Aim to be different. I know right now you don't think of yourself as a follower of the culture of trendy things. We don't see ourselves as followers. But once you start to think about different and what being different looks like, then you understand that it's better to be different than to be like everyone else. That's a side note. Okay. So personal development, citizenship. Education teaches civic responsibility and prepares students to be informed, engaged citizens. Education not only it gets around that stigma. Now I like this too because it took me a long time to get over this one, you guys. The stigma of society. Of when I say society, I mean the other society. You know what I mean? Um, the government, the police districts, the judicial system, the prison system. Oh, excuse me, guys. Got a little dim and dark in here. I want you guys to be able to still see me. Government, the prison system, the jail system, the cops, the being a citizen of the United States, and it should help. School helped me. I won't scare you guys by saying this because this will scare me. We write some papers. That's just one of my classes, but we write papers on certain topics that enlighten me. And it's really easy. I'll give you guys some tips on another video. Now we're in 2023. I still struggle with spelling, but they have so much software. I had used to pay people to write my papers for me, and that's another tip. You can always get help writing a paper. Or I used to have my cousins, my auntie, family members, friend, female, to help me write a paper. But now I don't even have trouble with having to pay anyone no more. I have a software, Chat GPT. If you ever heard of that, writes papers for you and like nothing, like a personal assistant. But to be a citizen, so the papers and everything, and just watching certain programs on the news, certain YouTube videos that take me out of my element, and they help me with understand how the government works. And I think a lot of people can relate with me that I was really twisted, even as last like a couple of months ago with the government. I didn't believe it was true. I believe you had to have a lot of money, good lawyers, and it was favors, like favor for a favor. You know how we tend to think. But when they locked up recently, I kind of just them locking up Trump kind of gave me another. I'm looking at my light. I think something ticking. It's always something making noise, try to play hate on your video. But they locked him up, and he's really giving a hard pushback. So that kind of like made me think maybe this stuff is real. If they can lock up an ex-president, I don't know. What you guys think? Comment below. Let me know. Do you think that Trump is a host, or you think that's real? Let me know. But citizenship, help me understand what citizenship is. We know that America is a capitalist environment, and we know that and that's something that you should know too. You might already be a money getter, so that's one of the mindsets that I always had, even before school, was that America was capitalistic. So I knew off back, and a lot of people that go to college, then graduated from college, they don't even understand and get that, is that it's all about money. If you can understand money, that was my mindset before. You don't need school if you understand money, because America is capitalist. But yeah, so it just gives you, but when I say that, it's okay, but it's so much more to money than just getting it. It's interest, it's loans, it's it's savings. You need to learn how to grow your money and make your money work for you. So school can show you that, and then it can also help you with this these biases that you got about the police, government, and mayors in your city. So you can get some more insight so that you can really go to a rally, go to a town hall, and be involved. You might have been sort of pressed about those, so you think those are for the educated people, but you can be involved, and school will get you in there. Communication skills. School emphasizes communication skills, which are central in all aspects of life. Oh my Lord. So that speaks for itself. We have to do better at communicating with people and be comfortable talking the way that and we have to get comfortable at talking intelligently and proper. We have to be comfortable. I'm not trying to down anybody or badmouth anybody, but just start from now on, pay attention to this. Too many people in today's age talk like slaves. Yes, sir, massa. Yes, sir. What's up, boss? Yes, sir. Hey, what you on, man? They talk with this broken English, and I know it's the culture. I know it's, I know it's popping and whatever. I know that's how we get down, and that's what we do. But just look at it and think about it, man. I say, goodness gracious, these people like some slaves, man. They talk. If you watch, if you've ever watched the documentary about, I know you have because you're black. You might not be a historian, but we know what we've looked at, what they had to go through and how they were presented and miseducated. And I look at today's majority of black people, even my parents and stuff, they didn't get educated. See, I don't come from an educated background family either, but just their mindset and way of thinking is so small because they missed out on the education, and they still perform and talk like slaves. They even think like slaves. Like it's like they don't want to think about the hard stuff, or if but that's that generation. And another thing is that's an older generation too, and they grew up in a whole nother era, so they don't see all of the possibilities that you and I get, and our kids, they really get it, with the new ways, but they still trying to take back our laws, everything that they did and stuff. And this is stuff you'll learn in school, and it's a safe place, a safe space. School is a safe space. You try to talk about this stuff to your homeboy who blowing a blunt, and they banging some sounds, and you try to talk some serious grown up knowledge, and we know that ain't no safe space. They might clown you, they might dog you, they might look at you crazy. Don't nobody want that. But school is a safe space. It's a open floor for everyone. You can talk about religion, sexuality. You can talk about racism, injustices. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about, and it's a safe space. So that's another reason. Communication skills, you should be growing those, because it's a safe space in college, and that's really what a lot of people can't get at home. You can't get a safe space in the neighborhood. You can't get a safe space in your house. So school is a safe space. Networking. It provides a platform for networking and building relationships with peers, teachers, and mentors. So there you go. That's another. We covered that up top, but it coming back to it. We looked at social skills. Now we're looking at networking with faculty and older members, like teachers and faculty and people that have been there and done that. They might have just went to. Older people. We have to remember that life is life, and it's long, and it's linear. It's linear. It's linear. So we might be, it's linear means a straight line. So when you say you was a baby, then you middle, then you old. So we might be right in the middle, man. But it's people that's old that's been in the middle already. So we have to draw knowledge from our elders. We think we the only people that's 30, 40, 50 going back to school, or 26, 30, whatever, that's going back to school and starting all over. So school is a good place to get mentors and coaches, and meet people that might, that's been where you're at. So that's networking. Character building. School instills values, ethics, and character traits, contributing to the development of responsible, ethical individuals. So that speaks to your morals. You might have been, morals and ethics mean like this. I'm gonna break this down real quick. And school can give you a new set. You might have been grew up where, okay, real simple, where your mom or your dad, they did their taxes, but they didn't put it all down. So they lied a little bit to the government. So then when you get older, even though that's wrong, it's wrong to lie. When you get older, your morals, it doesn't really affect you any, because you just think that's normal, because mama did it. So it's not really like conflicting. So morals means something that goes against your personal values. Ethics is something like society, or be in your neighborhood. So the ethics of the neighborhood might be to pick up the trash. So put your trash in the garbage can. Don't put it outside the garbage can. So that means you go out. You have a perspective. When you see somebody do it, you looking at them. So when they see you do it, they looking at you. That's the overall morals, overall ethics of the neighborhood. Morals are more personal to you, how you grew up in your house and your beliefs. Everybody has different beliefs. So just character building your character, seeing what other cultures are like, and why they do the things that they do, and versus why you do what you do, and build yourself up and out, and really just grow. I gave you four bonuses. We're on number 10. I said this was the 6 reasons. This is the 10th reason. I thank you for sticking around. I implore you for wanting to do better and better yourself, man. You know how many people that probably come across this video, and that's a different reason. Share this video too. That come across this video but can't click on it because of the topic. They see school and it just turns them off. They're not turned on. But you took the time to click on this video and grow yourself and try to learn something. So that says something about you. That speaks to your character. Amen. Number 10, innovation. Education fosters innovation and creativity, Employing individuals to make positive contributions to society. Innovation fosters innovation and creativity. Creativity. I love you guys for sticking around this long. This is the one, this is so good. Creativity is inside of you. I learned that I never learned how to play an instrument, never learned how to play basketball, football, no sports. I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to sing. I didn't know how to do anything, man. I'm not really talented, right? I learned that creativity is you got the right side of your mind, but the left side of your mind, I believe that's the creative side. And you can wake that side up. We might have thought that you can't draw, you can't play drum. Oh my bad, I got this thing, hit my thing. But you can't make a beat, you can't keep a beat, you can't make YouTube videos, you can't make blogs, you can't make websites, you can't make a song, you can't write a song, whether it be a this or that. You can't make a catchphrase, you can't make a video, a movie script, then make it on the actual DaVinci Resolve, which is a video editor. Once you shoot the movie with the camera, then you put it on your computer, then you edit it and you make the scenes and make it like a Hollywood video. You might think you can't do any of these things or have a website or have a store, online store, e-commerce business where you have your products on your website, and you on your website, which is a company that you created, which you had to pick a logo, you had to pick a name, a brand, colors. Creative. You probably never thought you see yourself doing these things, or having a Facebook group where you grow the group. You had to pick the name for the group, the topic for the group, or what your group is about. You might have never thought about these things. Or maybe designing t-shirts, being a graphic designer where you make images for t-shirts. Or creativity. You go to school and you got to grow yourself. You can become so creative, and there's so much more in this world that you can tap into. You can tap into so many things, like I just named, websites, making beats. This is all part of the creative image and mind frame that is the most powerful thing that you have. We all have it, is to be creative. And the feeling that you get from being creative, whether it's growing flowers outside where you had to learn and take time and germinate the seed, put it in. Maybe you grew a marijuana plant, it's legal now. It's part of your creative process. God made the world. He put us in here to follow and be more like him. So he was a creator. So it's in us innately to create and build things. Maybe you create a group, a nonprofit, where y'all meet at a certain park, once a month in the summertime to barbecue and to talk about y'all plans for y'all fundraisers or y'all events. You could be event planner where you put things together and you orchestrate things, trips for Great America, trips for going to the paintball gun place, or going to the go-karting with your social network, or creating things, whether it be you become a painter or something like that, and you create things where for other people. Creativity, innovation, they call it, is the most important social aspect. Positive contribution to society is something that you made, is yours. Just like you made your kids, is yours. Nobody else can take responsibility or claim it. And these are all things that you can learn in school. You can take an advanced education class where they can hone in your skills. You can take an online class. I'm not saying you got to go to college. I'm just saying you need to be in some type of program, a mentor program, an advanced learning program, and you need to build your skills. This is so important that we build our skills and we grow ourselves and we build our skills, you guys. You have so much potential. There's so much inside of you that you haven't tapped into. My God, tap into it, young man. Tap into it, young lady, please, because you too can be on here making YouTube videos for the next generation, trying to help people. You're not trying to do anything, and helping people goes much farther than making money. So before you can get money and be great and get paid and be profitable, you got to get good first. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get good. I'm making YouTube videos, but before I can blow this channel up to 1 million subs or whatever they do it or call it, I need to get good. And I'm just trying to get good. I'm not worried about making money. I'm worried about making good. I'm trying to get good. If I get good, I might luck up or accidentally get great. So I want you guys to think about this. I want you guys to comment down below 5 things that you want to get good at, and I'm gonna try to pray, and I'm gonna try to, you know, I want to see if you guys do it. Put down below 5 things that you want to get good at, to potentially get great at. 5 things that you want to master. So that means first you got to get good before you can master it. Put down 5 things, and remember, we working on getting good, not making money. Money come on the accident. Money come on the accident. Man, I got good, and I got so good I accidentally made $1 million. You see what I mean? I got so good at making YouTube videos, I accidentally got famous. I got so good at fixing cars, I accidentally got my own business, multi-million. I got so good at writing that I accidentally got a blog site that's got over 100,000 followers. I want you to give me 5 things that you want to accidentally get good at. And let me know, hit me a like, share the video, subscribe. Let me know how you guys liked it. If you want to give me feedback at the end, if you learned anything, if I moved you to get at least, you know, at least look up a school on your computer, you know, look up the city college, look up a program. There's so many programs. Just browse their brochure. Just browse the brochure. If anything jumps out at you, it jumps out at you. All right, let me give you a little gas gap. Everything is free. School is free when you're going to get your associate's degree. I'm not talking about bachelor's or master's. This associate's is free. They give you free laptops. They give you free money. Whatever money you don't use on your books, you get about $1,000 back at the end of the semester. Semesters are like 4 months long, just 4 to 3 months. So at the end, every 4 to 3 months, you get $1,000, and you're getting closer to being done with school. They give you scholarships. That's $1,000 just for having a C average. They give you a bus card. They give you a laptop. I mentioned that. They also give you job placement and interviews and help. They give you tutoring. They give you, I said a bus card. There's one more thing I forgot about. Oh, free Wi-Fi. They give you free Wi-Fi for your house, so it's no excuses. They give you, I'm in Chicago, so I really love the city colleges. This is city colleges because they don't make any excuse for you to fail. So I'm going to leave this video right there because I know you guys don't like that many, you know, long videos. So love you guys. All right, make sure my mic was on. Lord, you make that long video and then my mic don't be on. Love you guys. Catch you on the next video. Peace.